want to kind of talk about the title. Is Black Founder, the hidden power of being an outsider. This is for professionals and for young adults. I mean, a lot of times you're told like you have to be on the inside, you have to be an insider. That's the way you're going to succeed. And again, yeah, you have to be part of the game and be an insider. But there's a lot of power of being an outsider. There's a lot of benefits of being an outsider. Can you give us, especially for professionals and for kids who might be listening to this podcast, what are the advantages of being an outside person?
Yeah, so great question. You're full of wonderful questions today, Kev. But the thing about the being an outsider that you have a unique point of view on the situation. Sometimes you're not clouded with process. And so you can see something very clearly. There's an old joke I like to tell people whenever I'm speaking. So there's three generations of family over for Thanksgiving. And the granddaughter says to the mother, "Mom, why do you cut the butt off the chicken when you put it in the oven?" And the daughter says, "I don't know. You should go ask your grandmother. I just did what she did." And she goes and asks her, and the grandmother says, "I don't know. I did it what my and eventually they realized the original oven was so small that they had to cut part of the turkey off to get it in the oven. And they just
Mm,
kept doing the same thing over and over. Well, sometimes that being on the inside makes you do things the way it's being on the outside. You see a unique way of doing it because you're not burdened by that. And that gives you an advantage because the goal of any new business is to do it cheaper, better, faster, right? But sometimes legacy products is like, we've been doing it this way 1,000 years, we're going to change it now. And that's what being an outsider can give you an advantage. And a lot of times people think because I'm not on the inside, I don't have an opportunity when actually you do. Um, so many times innovation never comes from established big verticals. It always comes from a little person on the outside who says, "But why don't we do it this way?" You look at SpaceX saying, "But why don't we reuse the rocket instead of throwing it in the ocean?" That's an outsider's point of view. NASA didn't come up with that, and all of the rocket engineers prior to that, they maybe wanted to, but there wasn't a way to put the pieces together because they couldn't think of it unless you're an outsider and you start from scratch and you don't know what it is you can't do.